on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Arizona defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First carry for James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Murray again. This is Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But you look at this defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
1st&10 at the 48-yard line.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy bootlegging it. Open man is Juwan Jennings. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st&10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Purdy. That's complete. It's Josh Wiley. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35.
certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
On first down, it's Benson. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Shotgun now from Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them. And they get their first sack of the contest.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now this time Murray to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Watch out!
Purdy. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 60 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st&10 is counter. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
To throw, it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
In punt formation for the Cardinals.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Across Valdez-Scantling, 55 yards. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
And this is 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Green.
Here's Murray from midfield. To Connor on the check down. On the move past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. A nice little juke. And he'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
First down, Cardinals.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Connor is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Screen pass to Connor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Ryland on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of goals.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1. Murray's going to keep it again. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent, too, saying,
it'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Able to get this one to McBride. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He finds Kittle going across the field. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Get set. Get set. Run around, stop. Stop.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
The 29-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Out to his left. And they're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now a toss left side for Benson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you stop the clock, and you've run down the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. A short one here, caught by McBride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So he couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, boy, Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at it. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. On the move and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
Robinson. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk laying himself out in the end zone. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. The extra point try now for Moody. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, 49ers 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Across midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
It's Miller, complete. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They go play action here. Purdy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Throwing, Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
Here's Purdy. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Connor up the middle. The 20. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Matt Wilson. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Arizona, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they too will exit with a 2-1 record, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.